Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the MadGood Knicks Show.
MadGood.
You already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, comment, and Pete, what else?
Forgive us for our clickbait title. Oh, the notification bell. Hit that notification bell so that when a new episode comes out, you're notified and you drop whatever you're doing. I don't care if you're in the middle of surgery.
Delivering a baby.
Come check out the video.
Come check it out. So as you guys know, that's Pete, J, TK here. And for this episode, we want to talk about the Knicks' young guns. And specifically, we want to talk about Frank Ntilikina and Kevin Knox.
Bam.
So guys, how do you feel about their recent performances?
I love how aggressive both are being. Frank, my God. At least the last two games,
yeah.
My God. I'm not seeing him hesitate whatsoever. He's taking these shots that we all know he's capable of hitting. Interesting thing there is how efficient he's been. Come on, hit me with the stats. I mean, I know he was 4 for 4, 3-point.
So,
and
the first game, second game, he was 2 for 4 from 3-point. So in the past 2 games, Frank Ntilikina is shooting 75% from 3. He's averaging 17 points. And Pete, what's his field goal looking like?
Some Ric Flair drip.
Well, in the Hornets game?
In the Hornets game.
He was 4 for 4 from 3. You mentioned that.
There we go. First
His
game.
field goal percentage was 63.6% in that game. So he was 7 of 11 against the Hornets. And then the previous game against the Cavaliers, he was 2 of 4 from 3. So he shot 50%.
My man, he's killing it.
Crazy. 6 of 13 from the field, 46.2%. But that's great, generally speaking. Especially great for Frank.
Yes. However, I don't want to be, saying negative things here, but we all know during the season, he's actually averaging 36% field goal and 30% 3-point. So again, whatever Fizdale has done simply by taking him out of the game, observing, getting the best tape there is out there, which is the live game itself, literally seeing himself actually what he would have done versus seeing the players out there. I think this is one of the best things Fizdale has done.
Okay, but guys, we don't really talk about this too often, and
go ahead.
I kind of feel like this goes under misrepresented, as I like to put it.
So, what you talking about?
We gotta give credit where credit is due.
Where's it due?
Fizdale has been pushing the right buttons thus far this season.
Yes.
With Dame Dotson receiving DMPs, Trey Burke, Moutier, now Frank. They've all come out and bounced back and had, pretty much their best games of their career.
There's a method
under
to his madness.
Fizdale's regime. And it's pretty impressive. So you mentioned all those stats, and Frank didn't play for 4 straight games. And he came out shooting a career high from 3 and field goal percentage. We know he's around 30 for the season.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We had talked earlier about how the Fizz's ability to bench players helped with Dotson and helped with Knox. And when Frank had his game against Charlotte, we had 18 points, I believe, and that was his new career high. The next game, I was kind of hoping, please have another great game, because I do not want this to be a fluke. And he did. He kind of came out a little flat-footed, but he seemed assured of himself. So my thing is, I think it's 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 as far as Fizz goes with this methodology. But
I love it. I love it.
The thing that I'm looking at right now is to see how this actually pans out long term, because I think anyone can be motivated emotionally when you get benched for 4 games. Frank seemed to really be in the game emotionally. You saw him be very spirited in the game. So obviously, I think that got him emotionally involved. Now, how that carries out through the rest of the long season, is that just an immediate reaction or whatever the case may be? That I want to see how that plays out. But so far, it's kind of been funny how it's been working out.
I agree, and obviously it's only 2 games, so it's a really small.
It's the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys that we're going to hit during the season.
That's life. That's in life. Your career, anything you do.
But I'm freaking paying to watch someone's life out there on the court.
Yeah, but he's 19.
I want to see W's.
Anyway, we're rooting for Frank. We hope that it continues. It's only 2 games and small sample size, but we got to talk about my man Kevin Knox.
Dunk! Kevin
Knox put your boy Deli on a poster. Can we just show that real quick? Because this man was not playing. And
put it out there.
finally, guys, we got some emotion out of him. You heard that little scream at the end.
Yeah.
This is the most emotion I've seen from Kevin Knox.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's also has to play into the fact that he's getting more comfortable out there.
I agree.
This was his start. He started. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, overall, it's pretty much a positive for me. I'm up on him.
So he had 26 and 15. But I kind of saw, we had the video that we posted the other day on Instagram where we were kind of saying that Hezonja is probably going to be out of the starting lineup. And I think the reason Hezonja was put in the starting lineup was Fizz wanted to show kind of like the rest of the team, whether it was Frank or whoever got benched because of it. At least play hard and you'll get the position. Just play hard. And I think Hezonja showed that, but he wasn't able to execute, so it was like time for him to sort of come back on the bench. But you saw Knox, he wasn't making as many points, but previous to these 2 games, I had already started noticing that he was kind of being more aggressive, but also more patient. He was kind of taking more shots, driving more, and I'm like, okay, I feel like he's trying to show Fizz something, and I had this inkling that he's going to be back in the starting lineup, and I think it's well deserved. And I think he's obviously played great. He's got new career highs, but I want him in the starting lineup.
Me too. So it's funny you mentioned that because on Twitter I posted that I would like to see Kevin Knox start the rest of the season, point blank period. Like, there's no reason why he should not be out there in the starting lineup. And I think it's crucial for his development in terms of building confidence. The more you play, the more you see what works and what doesn't, the more confidence you build out there.
I think in a development year, who else are you supposed to play besides your
young players?
There's Dotson, there's Hezonja. Both of them are young, fairly young. But
I feel like Hezonja, his stuff is written on the wall though already. No offense to him.
The vision for Knox.
You love Hezonja.
Being on this team.
I'm up on him, but it's just written on the wall. I think for him, the history.
Yeah, like Hezonja is a decent player, but his role is unknown. I think Dotson is a great player, but his role is still kind of unknown. But with Knox, I feel like we know what his role is, and we expect him to be
starter.
Our star, a starting star. So he was already benched. We already tried all these different lineups, and I think this is the part of the season where Fizz is going to start kind of narrowing down the lineups. And I think
he did say through 20-25 games that was going to be his sample size.
He did say
Knox
that.
is the future of the line. I think he's in there long term.
I agree.
I think it depends with his consistency throughout the season, and obviously to see how much energy he has. This is going to be the most games he has played.
That's true.
You know what's interesting about Kevin Knox, man? There's some things that I really want to touch on because I love giving credit where credit is due. And I feel like an underrated and underappreciated part of his game is his rebounding.
Bro, 15 rebounds with the Hornets and then 7.
Yeah, this kid is 19 years old, doesn't have very much muscle on his body, and he's still able to pull down 15 rebounds and 7 rebounds at the small forward position. I think rebounding is a very underrated part of his game. He's really good at tracking the ball. And we saw that on several times.
For us. That means possessions.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's funny about that? When he does rebound the ball, and this is something that he did so well in the Summer League, and I don't know who told him that, or if that's how he plays his game normally, but when he would get the rebound, he would instantly play the point forward and push the ball up in transition, creating matchup problems.
I would love to. I would love to see more of that.
We haven't seen that yet.
I want to see more of that.
Up in the NBA level. We haven't seen that from him. And I think once he starts getting more and more comfortable, grab that rebound and go, big fella. He can really push the tempo.
And that's a great point. It's funny that you mentioned that. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that he already wasn't as confident in offensive situations initially in the first part of the season. And we were talking about how everyone was sort of disappointed in how he's showing out. Obviously, he's turning the corner, I think. And I think as his confidence builds up as far as making shots, getting rebounds, making plays, then I think he'll be more comfortable to incorporate that part of his game. Right now, I think when shots aren't going down, when things aren't happening, to bring the ball up is a lot of pressure. And I think,
you think so?
I think that moment
maybe for now.
I think it's the one thing you can do to create easy buckets for yourself. Because you grab the rebound, you go, the defense is scrambling. It's like, okay, who's going to pick up him? Okay, it's me. I'm the point guard. That's a matchup problem right there. He can shoot right over me. You know, so I think you just put so much pressure on the defense when you have a 6'9" forward grabbing the rebound and just darting to the three-point line, free throw line, or on, you know? So that puts a lot of pressure. I think that's where the part of his game is going to develop, where that could potentially take him to the next level. I know a couple episodes back we predicted like ceilings and stuff like that, and we all pretty much unanimously said that his ceiling is like all-star.
We did.
You know, I think that part of his game, once he gets more consistent that way, like sort of like Kevin Durant. We also did compare him a little to Kevin Durant in some instances. Kevin Durant catches a rebound, he goes. Yeah. You know what I mean? It also benefits that he has Steph Curry running to the three, but like
the long body.
Yeah.
It's the tall sort of physique, the long arms, the dribbling ability, the shot. It's almost never will compare.
I agree.
Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant's like a guard in a lanky.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And no one's been able to stop him.
Knox has some of those guard qualities. Obviously, Durant is like
another level.
Levels. You guys think that these guys have turned the corner? That Frank and Knox have turned the corner? And is
not
it, do you
yet.
feel like it's permanent? Is this
not yet?
Is this something?
I think they're beginning to. It's like they're literally coming around that curve, and it's like, oh man, like I can kind of begin to see like the next view of what's around that curve. I don't think they're there yet. Guys, we need a bigger sample size than just 2 games. I don't want to jump on that
boat I have to agree with Jay on that. It's only been 2 games as far as we've seen, and they've progressed in a way that we would like to see them progress in, but at the end of the day, again, it's all about consistency. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm going to need to see what they can do in a 10 to 15 game stretch and see where their numbers are comparable to what they just did. But as far as the eye test, forget the numbers. Let's throw the numbers out of the way. Eye test, Frank looks more engaged, more determined to be better. Yes. Kevin Knox looks more engaged. His motor seems to be running high. So just off of eye test, yes, I do feel like they've turned the corner. Now, that may not necessarily translate to numbers, but we'll see, right?
Yeah, I have to kind of agree with you guys, even though I think maybe I'm a little more optimistic. Because beyond just the 2 games where the stats were good, I just noticed a different kind of body language. And with Knox, it's kind of been happening over the past maybe 10 games or so. I feel like he's been building his confidence. I feel like he's attacking the basket more, making more 3-point shots. And I feel like that's not something that you go back on. You know, earlier in the season, he wasn't taking a lot of shots. He wasn't driving the basket. So this feels like a more permanent change because it's just like he wasn't doing something, and now he's doing it. And that's the difference. With Frank,
he's making shots.
He's making shots, but like for so long, for such a long stretch in the beginning of the season, he really kind of didn't show us anything. And we said that, and it was unfortunate for us to say that. And I know we all like him and support him. He's a great defensive player, but with Frank, I feel like I need a little more than Knox.
Yeah,
like, with Knox, I agree. I feel like he's turning the corner with Frank. I'm just a little more hesitant, even though I'm so happy to see him engaged. I think what you said about Frank earlier was 100%.
Bro, Knox at least is essentially getting double-doubles. I want to see that from Frank as well. I think Frank has the capability of getting triple-doubles with his size, and come on, you have essentially one of the best visions out there. In theory.
You know, it's funny what you said about Kevin Knox as opposed to Frank. What you said about Kevin Knox, I agree, because, you know, seeing his numbers are really impressive, and you need to see more from Frank. Frank, early in the season, was aggressive, and he was just missing those shots. Right. So that kind of scares me a little more. It's just, he's still aggressive, he's just knocking down these shots. Yeah. And, you know, you can miss any given day. You know, you have, you know, wide open shots that you just start breaking. With Kevin Knox, I think it's a completely different story. So,
agreed. Yeah, Kevin Knox seems to completely change his approach to the game and his confidence from within. Whereas Frank, it's just kind of like he just seems more amped up, and he's had 2 great shooting games. So that's kind of seems like it could be more streaky in terms of being a result.
All right, guys. Well, by time this episode airs, you'll see whether we've been right or wrong all along. So do be kind in the comments, but please let us know what you guys think, if you think they fully turned the corner or they got some more work to do. So just let us know in the comments below, guys. Feel free to drop in.
Actually,
show some love.
Do you believe they have turned the tide, not the corner?
The tide, the corner. See the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep.
It makes a difference to you. I just want you to be considerate of it. But yeah, those are our young guns.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Peace.
Later.